5 ways to detox and cleanse your lungs naturally. It goes without saying that the lungs are one of the most essential organs for human life because they help the body take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. So in order to take care of your overall health, you must focus on taking care of your lungs and respiratory system. In this video, we're going to break down 5 easy methods that you can use to detox and cleanse your lungs in a natural way. Be sure to stick around until the end to learn about one method that far too many people overlook. So if you're ready, let's get into it. So first and foremost, we need to decide, is it even possible to detox your lungs? Some have claimed that it's not possible. They say that once the damage is done, it's done for good. But according to the American Lung Association, yes, it is possible to detox your lungs and even repair some of the damage that has already occurred from bad habits such as smoking cigarettes. The key is, though, you have to stop those bad habits. One thing to be aware of is that there are many lung detox products on the market that promise fast and effective results. So before you spend your hard-earned money, just know that there's no guarantee that they will work, and most of them are not even FDA approved. Some of them likely even do more harm than good. So just to be safe, always check with your doctor for which products would be most beneficial for you. But the goal of this video is to help you become aware of some of the natural methods that you can use to cleanse your lungs and give them a detoxifying boost. So if you're ready, let's get started. First and foremost, number 1 is to stop smoking. Look guys, I get it. We all know that you shouldn't smoke cigarettes if you want to take care of your lungs. Everyone is aware of this, right? Well, apparently not, because the tobacco industry is still booming, and millions of people across the world still smoke cigarettes on a daily basis. So for someone who wants to detox their lungs, there is no better way to get rid of toxins than to stop smoking. Speaking of toxins, did you know that cigarette smoke contains over 7,000 chemicals? So, for those who smoke often, your lungs will be changed dramatically over time. They will decrease in size, develop a black pigmentation, and the smoke causes inflammation to the tissues within the lungs. That is why smokers often suffer from asthma, COPD, pneumonia, chest pain, chronic coughing, shortness of breath, lung cancer, and many other health-related problems. Now I'm not going to keep belaboring the point, guys. You know it. I know it. We all know that smoking cigarettes is bad for our health. But, I couldn't make a video about detoxing your lungs without at least mentioning it, so that is exactly why this comes in at the top of this list. And the good news for smokers is, if you stop now, your lungs will actually begin the healing process within days of quitting, and much of the damage will be reversed. Your lungs will begin to function normally again, which will allow them to distribute more oxygen throughout the rest of your body, leaving you feeling healthy and cleansed. The second way to detox your lungs is to partake regularly in exercise and physical activity. Doing so forces the lungs to intake larger breaths at a faster rate than normal. And increased breaths equals increased air, which means that more oxygen can be distributed throughout the body. Not to mention, this phenomenon will drastically improve the strength of your respiratory muscles over time. To be more specific, exercising regularly will strengthen the diaphragm, which works to push toxins out of the lungs. It also increases lung capacity and will improve lung function significantly over time. We're not even going to begin to get into how it benefits all the other systems and organs of the body, because it does. We'll save that for another video. But for now, just know that regular exercise and physical activity is one of the best ways to cleanse your lungs and give them a boost. The average person should aim to exercise for at least 30 minutes per day, 3 to 5 days per week. So if you're not there yet, hey, that is okay. This is just a good goal to aim for and work your way up to over time. Next up, number 3, is to eat a long healthy diet. When it comes to the health of your lungs, most people don't realize that the diet and foods that you consume plays a role. Just like the other tissues of your body, the lungs need adequate nourishment as well. It's important to make sure that your diet includes foods that are rich in vitamins, minerals, and nutrients because these are essential for healthy lung functionality. It's also important to avoid sugars and heavily processed foods as well. Now, of course, fruits and vegetables should be a key part of your diet. Some healthy examples include leafy greens, garlic, onions, apples, oranges, and grapefruits. Other foods that studies have shown to have positive effects on your lungs include beans, berries, fish, ginger, turmeric, nuts, olive oil, poultry, spinach, and whole grains. But above all, you should drink enough water to keep your body hydrated on a regular basis. Water helps to flush out toxins out of the body and cleanses the lungs in a natural way. Plus, your body needs fluids so that the blood can flow in and out of the lungs for oxygenation. It's recommended to drink around 10 to 15 cups of water per day. So we've established that plenty of water and a healthy diet is good for your lungs. Now let's focus our attention on the air that we breathe. Which brings us to number 4, monitor the quality of air that you are breathing. A major factor in the health of your lungs depends on the quality of air that you breathe in over time. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you've been inhaling unclean air for a period of time, it's likely going to have negative effects on your lungs. This is why it's important to be mindful of the air that you are breathing. Industrial factories and even things like driving a car can have a negative impact on the local air quality in your area. So if you live near or work in a factory, the quality of air that you are breathing probably isn't going to be very good, which could potentially be detrimental to your health. Also, things like dust, chemicals, pesticides, and other pollutants are very dangerous for your lungs as well. Now, I know that sometimes this can be out of your control, but if you work with chemicals or even just doing a lot of cleaning around the house, try to wear a mask or respirator in order to limit the amount that is inhaled into the lungs. And if you live in a big city with a lot of traffic, or if you live near factories, now I'm not suggesting that you should just pick up and move away. However, when it comes to the long-term health of your lungs, it is something to think about. If you're unsure about the quality of air in your location, you can check the AQI tool, which stands for Air Quality Index. It's an online tool provided by the government where you can enter your location and it will tell you how clean the air is in that area. All I'm saying is, better air quality equals healthier lungs, which equals a better quality of life. And I'll just leave it at that. And last but not least, the 5th way to detox your lungs naturally is to perform breathing exercises. We already talked about how exercise and physical activity can strengthen and detox your lungs. Now let's discuss how beneficial breathing exercises can be as well. Breathing is a natural process of life. It's how all the cells in your body get enough oxygen. And of course, oxygen is required in order for all of the organs in the body to function properly. Simply put, the more oxygen the body is able to take in, the better. As I mentioned earlier, the diaphragm also plays a very important role in the human body's respiratory system. It's a muscle that contracts up and down as we breathe. It's important to know that the diaphragm naturally starts to work less efficiently as we age. And that is why it's important to do breathing exercise regularly in order to keep the diaphragm strong and healthy. Diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing, is an effective technique that can be used to strengthen the diaphragm and increase the oxygen carrying capacity of the lungs. This technique is performed by taking a deep breath in, almost as if you were attempting to breathe all the way into your stomach. As the inhalation occurs, you will feel the diaphragm contract, and then you can exhale slowly through pursed lips. Doing so creates back pressure in the alveoli, which is great for improved lung compliance, and of course, for detoxing your lungs. Now this is just one example of a type of breathing exercise. You can do a quick Google search to learn other techniques and figure out whichever one works best for you. Now real quick guys, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps support the channel and I'd greatly appreciate it. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the subscribe button as well because we have a ton of other videos on our channel that I think you will enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the tips that we shared in this video. Not only do you now know how to detox your lungs, you know how to do it the right way. So, hopefully you're now one step closer to taking better care of your respiratory system and overall health. I want to know, which of these methods will you be implementing? Let me know down in the comments section below. That's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. And as always, breathe easy my friend.